About 95% of Houston is dry now, but much of the damage has already been done, as you know, and cleanup costs are mounting. The governor of Texas estimates that bill could climb to $180 billion just to get his state back on track.
We have over 5 million people who are affected by this. It's going to require even more than what was funded for Katrina, which was about $120 billion.
Government offices are closed in Texas today for the holiday. Tomorrow, though, all city employees are set to report to work for the first time since Harvey struck nearly 10 days ago. We've got CBC's Aaron Collins standing by in Houston. I understand you're in West Houston. Aaron, what does it look like there?
That's right, Suhana. We are in West Houston, and you can see what it looks like. This isn't a boat launch. This is an off-ramp from Highway 8, which, if you look this way, would be heading south towards Sugar Land. And if you took a couple other roads, you'd end up heading down to the refineries that dot the Gulf Coast down here. Now, if you can see that overpass over there, you'll notice a yellow sign that says that it's 16 feet 6 inches to the underside of that overpass. That's 5 meters of water still sitting in this part of Houston, Texas. So obviously this is part of that 5%, not the 95%. Now, if you walk over here, the interesting thing about this water is on this side of this barrier, this water was caused by Hurricane Harvey. So this was the original water that came down over a week ago, almost 10 days ago now. But if you make your way over to this other barrier, what you're seeing is water that came into this part of Houston, Texas, because of a controlled release from a reservoir, the Addicks Reservoir. Now, the mayor has said that this controlled release is going to take, a good 9, 10, 11 days to complete. And until that happens, the residents on the other side of this fence aren't going to be able to get back to normal. Now, I have met a couple people on the other side of that fence, including Jonathan Bruce. And Jonathan Bruce, originally from Kelowna, tell me how you've been impacted by this floodwater.
Well, originally, yes, we didn't flood during the storm. I've been here for 10 years. We've never had any flooding on the street. We thought we were safe. There was some water in the street, a little in the yards. It was a sunny day, and then we heard about the release, and then we could see the water starting to slowly creep up. And then most of my neighbors on my street have ended up with about a foot of water in their house by that evening.
So when we saw those pictures of boats coming into neighborhoods and taking people away, some of that was going on right next to your house.
Yes, it was definitely going on in my neighborhood. After the release, boats started showing up, the National Guard started showing up, and everybody got out safe. But this is a neighborhood that's never flooded in 15 years. I've talked to some of the longer residents who've been here 30 years. Never even come close to this level.
We've heard those estimates of hundreds of billions of dollars in damage caused by this catastrophe. Do you have any sense when your neighbors are going to be able to get their lives put back together?
Unfortunately, again, because we never flooded before, none of these people had flood insurance. So we're looking at, they've just started. You can maybe hear it in the background, but some of the estimates I hear are from $20,000 to $50,000 to fix these homes. So I don't know when it's going to be done, and I'm sure there's going to be a shortage of materials and laborers and things like that.
No flood insurance, no real timeline. How are the spirits in there? How are they holding up?
Everybody's pretty good. We came together as a neighborhood. There's no doubt about that. Everybody helped everybody out, especially when the stormwater came. But now, as I know you can't, it's hot now, and debris is starting to build up. A lot of people still can't get their cars out, which in Houston you have to have a car, so that's going to be a problem. But everybody's hopeful and moving forward.
Moving forward, that's the key here. And of course, the mayor says that it's going to be about a year until things are completely back to normal here in Houston. But until then, he says the city is open for business.
Thank you, Aaron. CBC's Aaron Collins in Houston.